Jai Shri Ram. Some concepts of Sanatana Dharma to inspire you. You can see I have painted this small ply board white, and then I have written some ideas on this. I want you to listen carefully. The one on the left hand side, top, Swantam Sukhaya. When Tulsidas was asked, why did you write Ramayana, Ramcharitmanas when so many are already there? He said, Swantam Sukhaya. That means for my self-satisfaction. See? That means Atma Ram ko khush karne ke liye. Whether others study or not, that is secondary. As a good human being, as a good Hindu, you have to do your little bit. So that's exactly what I am also doing. Swantam Sukhaya. Because a cow has to give milk. A cow cannot not give milk. So a good Hindu has to serve humanity. He cannot not serve humanity. Whether you praise me or not praise me, that is secondary, it doesn't bother me. Hinam dushayati iti Hindu. Meru Tantra. That means, this is the definition of Hindu. A Hindu is one who ensures that all kinds of evil is eliminated from society. All crime, all exploitation, all negativity, all tamogunas, all asuri gunas, all evil, all shaitans, all malecha behavior. Hindu will constantly fight against them and eliminate them. The Hindus who are talking about secularism, pseudo-secularism, and talking about Sarva Dharma Vada Pav are idiots. Because they will definitely go to hell. Because as a Hindu, your duty is to eliminate all injustice. Hinam dushayati iti Hindu. That's the definition. And the next thing you need to know, Lord Krishna, Sri Krishna. In fact, we should not say Lord, because Lord is a member of the upper house of that English parliament. So Sri Krishna said, Atmano Gururatmaiva Purushasya Visheshataha. In the Uddhava Gita. Which means Krishna is saying, you can be your own Guru. Amatram Vichakshana Jnanam Leda. Don't you know what is good and bad? You bloody idiot, highly educated rascal. I'm not saying anything against you. So this is what Krishna is saying. Why are you running after Babas and Gurus? Okay, you might listen to them. There's some nice words that they say, fine, take it. Otherwise, let them go their way. You can be your own Guru, be a Karma Yogi. Continuously do Swachha Bharat. In every sense, not just physical Swachha Bharat, psychological Swachha Bharat, religious Swachha Bharat, scriptural, spiritual Swachha Bharat. And we will make every Hindu, Brahmin. In fact, that is the function of Vedas, to raise everyone to the level of Brahminhood. Now don't distort my words. Brahminhood means Brahmajnanam. Those who are just born Brahmins are actually, if they are devoid of Brahmajnanam, then they are useless fellows. Look at this one. Nacha pramadat tapaso. Nacha pramadat tapaso. The Vedam, Mundakopanishad says, Nayamatma balahinena labhyo nacha pramadat tapaso. Vapya lingat etair upayer yatate yastu vidvans tasyaisha atma vishate brahmadham. What this basically means is, just this operative phrase is nacha pramadat tapaso. If you are indulging in the wrong austerity, if you are worshipping that joker, Moonmia, or some dargah, or some tomb or a grave, or some hairy baba or a hairless baba, and if you are thinking with your ego involved, arrogant idiots, if you don't listen, you will suffer. You cannot get moksha by doing the wrong kind of practice. It's a simple observation. See, if you go to a coach to learn cricket, shuttle, anything, the coach will tell you this is a way, this is first lesson, second lesson, third lesson. If you violate what the coach says, then you can never master that sport. Same thing with dharma. Moksha sadhana is not possible if you don't follow some sampradaya, some dharmic sampradaya. So please give up all nonsense, follow Adi Shankara, Ramanuja, Madhvacharya, so many wonderful gurus are there. So this is the next major idea. Nacha pramadat tapaso. If you are arrogantly not listening and following some stupid practice simply because many idiots are following it, then you will be ruined. And Mundaka Upanishad 2.3 says, Nayamatma pravachanena labhyo namedhaya na bahuna shrutena yamevaisha vrunute tena labhyas tasyaisha atma vivrunute tanum swam. So by listening to lectures, you cannot achieve moksha. By your intelligence, no. By listening to a lot, no. Only when you are eligible, the Supreme Lord will give you that benefit of moksha. So become eligible. If you are eligible, you don't have to desire it. You will automatically get it. You must deserve it. How to deserve it? Study Bhagavad Gita, live the Bhagavad Gita, be a Krishna Bhakta, be a Karma Yogi. Try to uplift people around you. If you can do this much, Krishna will consider you as eligible. You will pass the interview being conducted by Krishna. The next point is, in the Mukundamala, Kulashekara Alvar, great king who gave up everything, renounced the whole thing and started sitting on the steps of Sriranga, Rangadham. What is that? Srirangam. Why? Because he believed that the dust of the feet of Vaishnava Bhaktas is sufficient to confer moksha. And he is saying, Sarvaishwaryaka mantram. Kulachekara extols Sri Krishna Nama as the only mantra for all opulences. For all wealth, all types of wealth, Krishna mantra is sufficient. And actually elsewhere in the Bhagavatam, Krishna says, Bhago me aishwaro bhavo, labho madbhaktir uttamaha. Fortune is my divine state and the best profit is worshipping me. Krishna is saying that. Bhago me aishwaro bhavo, labho madbhaktir uttamaha. In fact, the same phrase was uttered by Sri Rama also. So instead of Rama and Krishna, if you are running after some joker, some monmiya, bondamiya, then you are finished. The next important point I want you to understand, the Veda describes all humanity as Amrutasya Putra. So there is no discrimination, no caste system, Agravarna, rubbish, nonsense. Some rascals are always there in every group. So you can't broad brush all Brahmins are rascals or all Kshatriyas or Vaishyas or Shudras. Not all. In every group there are rascals. Shrunvantu Vishve Amrudasya Putra Aye Dhamani Divyani Tastu Vedam. That means, hey, listen, all of you are children of immortality. You will achieve Divyani Tastu Dhamani. That means you will achieve the heavens. You will achieve moksha. That is Veda is saying. And if you abandon that and follow some nonsensical ideology, who can save you? And then the Veda also says, Ano Bhadra Kratavo Yantu Vishwadaha. Let noble thoughts come from everywhere. Hindus are always open. If your thought is superior, noble, better than mine, I will accept it. Otherwise, I will finish it. Critical thinking is the sword with which I will hack your ideology to pieces, actually. Hinam dushayati iti Hindu. Don't forget that phrase. Another important slokam. Ayam bandhur ayam neti. Gananam laghuchetasam. Udara charitanantu vasudaiva kutumbakam. Mahopanishad. Ayam bandhur ayam neti. If you say that so and so is my relative and so is not my relative, then you are a man of very little intelligence. If you are truly noble, that means if you are an Arya, which means a Hindu, true Hindu, then you will consider the whole world as your family. Vasudaiva kutumbakam. That doesn't mean that you will not punish the evildoer. Don't misinterpret this. And this one is from Dasabodha. Samartha Ramdas ji said, whenever you are delivering a harikatha or a talk, pravachana, sermon, homily, then you should improvise it. There is no harm as long as you don't deviate from the central principles of the Bhagavad Gita or Vedas. Anyway, remember, Bhagavad Gita is the essence. Jayasa harikate cha godi, Jayasa harikate cha godi, uthe nicha navi avadi. That means always introduce some new element, improvise it, make it exciting, make it interesting, and inspire people. Do not repeat the whole thing like a parrot and make it boring. Boring lectures, boring sermons, boring philosophy lectures. Many idiots are giving. So please don't do that. Samartha Ramdas ji is an avatar of Hanuman ji. See? Mukhya Prana and then Hanuman, then Bhima. then Madhvacharya, then Samartha Ramdas. These are all incarnations of Hanumanji. Jayesa Harikatecha Godi Uthe Niche Navi Avadi. Always improvise, always introduce some novelty, some new stories. You can correlate everything to Bhagavad Gita. When you are delivering a talk, don't shy away from doing that. Make it exciting and new. And the next important idea is Dva Suparna Sayuja Sakhaya Samanam Vruksham Parishasvajate Tayoranyah Pippalam Swadvati Anashnananyo Abhichakashiti. The Veda says there are two birds sitting on a tree, and the tree is the cosmos, the universe, or the body. Your body is the tree. That means the Supreme Lord Krishna is sitting right on top, and you and I, irrespective of your kulam, jati, varna, whatever, race, caste doesn't exist in Hinduism, get this clear. So all of us are like eternal companions of Sri Krishna. Krishna is sitting right on top, and he is looking down, and he is hoping that someday we will understand that we are friends, and we will go up and sit along with him instead of wasting our time in this world, getting immersed in this world. Be immersed but detached. Be immersed but be detached. And recognize that Krishna is our eternal friend. And finally, Prahlada, he says in the Bhagavatam that people will never follow good advice even if they are repeatedly told, Arey Baba, sabko chodo, Krishna ni pattukora, sabko chodo, Krishna ko pakdo, please. But this thing will not get into their head. They will have all kinds of doubts because the Malechas, writers, have demonized Krishna. They have called him many things. I don't want to list them now. If you want to get rid of all that, you just have to listen to some of my talks. This is all. Krishna has been demonized and characterized as many things, X, Y, Z, which is all nonsensical. Of course, that is what they will do. Prahlada is saying, Chippina vinarra, వీళ్ళకి బుద్ధి రాదు, కృష్ణుడిని వదిలేస్తే అంతే. మతిర్న కృష్ణే పరతః స్వతోవా మితో అభిపద్యేత గృహవ్రతానాం. గృహవ్రతానాం మీన్స్ అడిక్టెడ్ టు మెటీరియలిజం. అదాంత గోభిర్విశతాం, uncontrolled. Adanta means uncontrolled. Gobhirvishatam, senses entering. Tamishram, that means you are indulging in sense indulgence and you are actually heading towards a hellish life. You are actually making your life hellish by not listening to Bhagavad Gita, Krishna, and in fact not listening to me also. Punah charvita charvananam. That means this is a metaphor for rebirth. That means you will chew the same thing that you have chewed. That means you will be born again, you will grow up, you will suffer diseases, old age, some joys, some misery, and finally die, come back again in some other form. This nonsense will continue. If you want to be liberated, be a Krishna Bhakta, study Bhagavad Gita, or at least listen to me, listen to my Bhagavad Gita lectures. Matirna Krishna Partaha, Swatova, Mito, Abhipadyeta, Gruhavratanam, Adanta Gobhirvishatam, Tamishram, Punah, Charvita, Charvananam. That is the operative phrase. Punah, Charvita, Charvananam. That is chewing the chewed cud, like a cow does, you see. This is from Bhagavatam, you see, I have written the number there. Prahlada 7530. Please read it in your free time. And finally, what Adi Shankaracharya said about Bhagavad Gita is that it is very difficult to understand. But I am telling you this because many fools are misinterpreting, distorting Bhagavad Gita. I don't want to take their names because they are very big names actually. You have to unlock the meaning. Only Krishna's grace can help you unlock the meaning of some shlokas. But otherwise the essence is sufficient, which I am trying to give you in my Gita lectures. Tadidam Gita Shastram Samasta Vedartha Sara Sangraha Bhutam Durvijneyartham. It is recondite, very difficult and perhaps difficult to understand. Durvijneyartham. And Adi Shankara says, Swamaya Dehavaneva Jataha. How Krishna is being born as a human? Oh my God, his Maya is inscrutable. How did he acquire a human body? Which is impossible. And anyway, that is not a human body. So, when Adi Shankara is saying all this, who are these bloody puny gurus who are saying all kinds of nonsense and talking as if they fully understand the Gita? Only Krishna can explain some shlokas there, which anyway all that is not necessary. You just drink a glass of milk. Gita Amrutam తాగంటారా బాబు అంటే బొందల దగ్గర ఏడుస్తున్నారు. అందుకనే please listen very carefully and change your mind. Don't get your ego involved. So take a screenshot of my artwork, infographic. I have put all the central ideas, at least the most of the central ideas of Sanatana Dharma here. Do some research yourself and be in a position to inspire younger generations. You don't have to be a great scholar of Sanatana Dharma or religion. This much is sufficient to change the whole of mankind. And with the grace of Krishna, you will become a great guru yourself. You don't have to know Sanskrit. You don't even have to pronounce the shlokas correctly. Just tell them the meaning. That is sufficient. Don't worry if you don't know Sanskrit. Doesn't matter. Okay? Please listen to my Gita lectures. I am trying to simplify it. And with the grace of Sri Krishna, I am coercing, I am speeding along. I hope you join me. Bolo Jai Shri Ram.